Step right up. Get your injury reports right here on the pass. Yeah, see? What up, guys? Welcome to the pass. It's Monday. You know what that means? We get to see whose ass got hurt on Sunday. So, let's jump from the top. First of all, I should say, if the camera is looking a little empty right now, my man Turtle's not here, as many of you know. Turtle's getting prepared to journey back to Colorado, so he couldn't be here today, so I'm going to try to hold it down in his absence. Sorry, Turtle. All right, so we got injury reports, Ron. Ron's here. I'm here. We're going to talk about injury reports?
We are. We got quite a few of them, actually. Let's take a look. We'll start in Buffalo. Buffalo lost a couple of running backs on Sunday.
Yep.
They lost C.J. Spilier.
C.J. Spilier!
Yeah, he broke his collarbone.
Yeah, a.k.a. the clavicle for you smart people.
Yeah, and so we're looking at 6 weeks there. Also taking a look at Buffalo, you've got Fred Jackson.
Ouch.
Fred went out with every man's worst injury.
A groin
injury.
Which requires surgery, so you know that just hurts.
Yeah, just like I don't want sharp objects anywhere near the groin. But both these guys are looking at, I know, the optimistic will say 4 weeks, but realistically you're looking at probably about 6 weeks.
Realistically, you're looking at like 8 weeks, maybe even. For groin.
For running back?
Yeah, groin. Brian Orakpo. We got, another pec. He tore another pec. So he's out for the season, though. So that kind of sucks for the Washington, D.C. football team over there. And Jacksonville finally got a win, but they get a loss. They lost their big-time linebacker, man. Paul Posluszny. I always say his name wrong. Penn State kid, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a tough dude, but he's out for the season with a pectoral injury. And in the last night's game, Sunday night game, Kilgore for the San Francisco 49ers, their center, nasty break of the leg. Obviously, he's out for the season. That's the third time I've seen that injury recently. He handled it like a champ.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, when your leg gets snapped in half.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're conscious.
I mean, he just waved his hand and was like, come over, like, I ain't walking this off.
No.
And I was watching the game, me and Hut, and we had just landed actually from San Fran. And she's like, what's going on? Like, I go, I think he broke his leg. She goes, you think? Like, he's not rolling around in pain. And then I'm like, no, it's just there's a small fire going on in his lower leg right now.
Yeah.
And I go, and if they break out this air splint, his leg is broke. And right at that, guy was unzipping. I go, it sucks. His leg's broke. I didn't see it, but you can see it online for you guys that like that kind of gross shit.
Yeah, it's not full on Joe Theismann kind of nasty, but it's not good.
To me, I have I'm okay with some of these things sometimes. The only thing I can't watch is a ruptured Achilles to a certain degree, just because it's happened to me twice, so I just know what's going down.
The pain.
Yeah. But what do you feel like the biggest impact of these injuries? Who's going to suffer the most?
Yeah, I know we always like to do this, and I don't think that there's even a question, but I'd love to hear if you think otherwise. I think Buffalo is going to suffer from the injuries that they received on Sunday.
Yeah.
You're losing your 2 top running backs. The team's already not putting up a ton of yards.
Yeah.
But what they do put up, they're putting up, about 30 to 40% on the ground.
Yeah.
And you just lost your two main guys. And not just for a little bit, but for a month to 2.
I can see where you're coming from, but I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna raise you one.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna raise you one. A very close race, but I think the 49ers win this one.
Oh really?
Yep.
Wow.
I think the 49ers win this one. A center is a quarterback of the offensive line. Right now, the 49ers are in a really sketchy area. 1 or 2 more losses in the wrong direction, and this just kind of derails everything they got going. And you don't need the centerpiece of your offensive line, the guy who has that relationship with the quarterback, down right now. And we saw...
I'm not going to argue with you because I made the exact same argument last week about Mac. The exact same.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Offensive line is an underrated, unsung position, especially at center, because you got to call out the blitzes, you got to change who's blocking who, and you got to do all this stuff. And you can't move the damn ball while you do it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give the 49ers this one as the biggest impact for injuries this week. Although if you're playing fantasy football, none of my big injuries actually matter because you only can pick defenses or you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So if you're a fantasy guy, I'm sure the Buffalo Bills are the biggest one. We want to know what you think. As always, make sure you hit us up. This has been going pretty good, so we're actually excited to do this one. Yeah. We've been getting people checking it out. I want to get some more responses. I want to know, are we off the mark here? Yeah. What's up? So let us know what you think. Leave some comments under this video here on YouTube. You can tweet us too, but let's get this conversation on YouTube. Hit us up on Twitter just to see what's going on. We always post crazy pictures, stuff like that. Check out our podcast. It's doing pretty well. You guys are going to love it. If you like to hear people talk about sports and meander, there it is. Be sure to subscribe to all of that stuff because it all belongs to the past. And we will see you on the next video. Yeah. Subscribe to it.
We would love to know how many of you are watching.
Yeah, I'd love to know. And for those of you guys that are my friends that are a little older in the demographic, all you just have to do maybe is set up a Gmail account. It's free. You don't have to do anything with it. Just you sub to this show. It'll flag you when this show is posted. You go there. It's one click. You can do it at work in the background while your boss is bugging you. It's gonna be no problem. This is the past.
It's a public service announcement right there.
It was.
Yeah.
I taught you how to screw off some time at work and still get paid.
I'm going to go do that right now.